Hi y'all. Today's review is going to be on the book Animorphia by Kirby Rosens. I hope I said that right. An extreme coloring and search challenge. And I have to say I was completely surprised by this book. I have very conflicting emotions where it's concerned. This book has some amazing art in it, beautiful designs. And the reason that I bought this book was because I saw in one of my coloring groups where a girl had done the picture of the fish in this book, and I love fish, and I just thought this was a beautiful picture of some betta fish. So I ordered it right away. Like I said, there's beautiful artwork in this book. Some of the pages are left for you to fill in, like most adult coloring books, so as you can explore your own talents. Now, where I'm conflicted in this book is that you know, you have beautiful pages like this, they're just awesome, and then you come in and he's got all these weird little alien doodly dudes in the book, and it's on every page, and you find something like, I love this baboon. I did this baboon in Prisma Colors. It's the first time I'd ever done anything realistic like that, and then you come over here and it turns into a bunch of cartoony stuff. So for the people that really like realism and like to make it look beautiful and shaded and all that stuff, it could be a turnoff. And for me at first it was. And today I came in and I started coloring in all the weird stuff. And I have to admit that I'm having fun doing it, and I really like it. I'm using markers on it, and I guess, you know, sometimes I get really tired of just constantly shading and making layers, and as much as I love it, don't get me wrong, I love doing that. Sometimes I just want to come over here and color with some markers and just not have to worry about making it look real. So this book, I think, is good for somebody who likes to do both, and I think it's really fun for somebody who's into things like this. I don't even know what they call that, doodling. I think it's called doodling in a lot of books that I see, but like I said, it's fun. I'm conflicted about it. It disappoints me that, you know, the author goes through the designer goes through all of this work to make these beautiful pieces of art and pictures that are just amazing and have so much potential, and then you come over here and you've got some crazy cartoon stuff and the feathers, and that's the part that disappointed me. But I don't think it's a bad book. I think it's a good book, and I think a lot of people have fun with it. And, you know, like, I could take this page and I could color it, and I could probably even make it to where this part's hidden and it would look like a tiger head, and then come over here when I'm wanting to do some fun stuff with markers and just have a blast. So, I mean, it's got two sides. It's up to you and what you prefer. I like it, and it's very thick. There's a lot of artwork in it, lots of pictures, lots of, you know, time-consuming things in here. Now, as I normally do with all my reviews, I like to tell the viewers what markers they can and can't use that will cause bleed through on the next page, because most of our coloring books are double-sided pictures. You don't have a blank on one side and a picture on the other to be able to use markers. And a lot of people really like to use markers. So I used a lot of different kinds right here in this one little area. And I'm just going to try to make this one short and sweet. The markers that bled through was the Prisma markers, the Bic Markets, and the Sharpies. On the purple flower, I used Staedler, and there was no bleed through. The blue flower, I used Stablio, and there was no bleed through. The orange flower, I used gel pens, and there was no bleed through. The pitchfork, I used the Sharpie. That bled through, obviously. On the little alien dude right here, I used Crayola markers, and that did not bleed through. This wave, I used the Bic, and it bled through. And right here, I used the Prisma Colors, and that bled through on the back. So you can use pretty much any marker on it seems to me on this page that that you want, and it's not going to bleed through unless it's alcohol based, because all three of the ones that bled through were alcohol based. So you know, you got some pretty heavy cardstock paper. It's not cheap paper, it's pretty heavy duty, and I like that. I respect that in an adult coloring book because they pay attention to our needs. Now the pages are not perforated, you can't just tear them out, so you would either have to take this and get it spiral bound at Office Depot or Staples if you wanted to, or use a box knife like I showed you in my other videos, that and you can just cut the page. But most of these are double-sided pages, so you're really not going to want to cut the page, because it's not going to, you know, unless you're going to kind of tape it together and back and frame it, it's not going to stay together. It's a good book. I like it. I think I paid $10 for this one off of Amazon, and I've seen it at Books A Million and Barnes and Noble. So honestly, I haven't looked anywhere else for it because I already have it. So again, it's a really thick book, lots of great artwork, doodles for days, and lots of little stuff inside of really nice pictures. So I just wanted to let you guys see some of this artwork and see, you know what to expect, because if you're in our coloring groups and some of our more experienced colorists, they seem to be able to blend these doodles out somehow. I don't think I'm that talented quite yet, but like in here, I've seen them post pictures of these pages where they've colored this owl just magnificently, and you can't even see any of this in here. So it is a challenge. This book will definitely challenge your artistic abilities. I think it's worth it. I think you should go out and get it. You'll have fun with it. Your kids will too. You know, and like with any other coloring book, if you don't like it, just give it to somebody else you know that loves to color, or that might be getting started and doesn't know what they like. So that's another plus. But yeah, Animorphia, check it out. Neat little book.